Thanks for tuning in, guys. This is for the players that are really advanced and are really good players and are looking for a little something more to get them over the edge. And I really believe I hit on this when I get to the 8-ball. I might have explained it a little bit sloppy. But if you replay it 100 times, I think it'll sink into your head and you'll get it. This channel is growing faster than it ever has in its history. And it's been a long history here on YouTube. I really appreciate you tuning in. Let's do this, man. Hey, here we are again, and you guys have seen me shoot this shot a million times. If you don't know it, you should practice it. This one ball shot with bottom right, and you're coming off this rail here and going straight back down here. Right hand English is killing it off this rail as it's spinning counterclockwise and just dying off this rail, so it's got nowhere to go but down by the 2-ball. The 2 to the 3 is really tricky, and there's a few ways you can do it. I'll show you the best way when we get to it. It really just depends on where you land the cue ball. 3 to the 4 is simple. 4 to the 5 could be tricky because we cannot shoot this 5-ball in this corner because the 6 is definitely in a way. We have one pocket for the 5-ball, and that's that corner, so we have to get over here. Once that's done, the 6 is just a poke in the same corner. 7's right in front of the pocket. 7 to the 8 could be tricky depending on where we get the cue ball on the 7. We need to get a little bit down table so we have a simple, pretty basic 3-ball run out once we get to the 7. It's just not a stop shot. If we get straight in, we have to draw back out a little for a stop on the 8 and a straight in shot. Not a straight in shot, but a shot in the corner for the 9. Just keep it simple. It's all you have to do is just focus on keeping everything simple. Just turn that volume down, and here we go. bottom right on this ball. I know it seems unusual, but we have to kill it off this rail. And you see how it tried to go up, but it couldn't. So all English died off this rail, and that gave us the right position on the 2 to get to the 3. We have to draw this cue ball all the way up to at least the second diamond to bounce out between the 9 and the 4. You don't want to come up on top of the 4 because, well, I mean, you could, but you're going to have to stop at center table. And you're going to have to be perfect on it if you try to go underneath the 8 and above the 4. You really don't want to do it that way because there's almost no margin of error. So you're looking for the second diamond. And I came up a little bit before it, but the angle off the 2 sends it on the angle between the 4 and the 9 to get on this 3 ball. And the 3 to the 4 is simple enough. It's almost a stop shot. And don't forget, we have to get on this side of the 5 ball. We can't get over here. If we do, we'd have to play it safe. And it just ain't my style. I chose to go off the rail, but I could have just killed it right there. So I don't remember if I went forward to the rail, but I did go back down table to get on this side of the 5. And here's where a train wreck starts right here. Everything looks fine. I shot all 4 of those balls absolutely perfect. But I hold up on my stroke right here. And I got a little bit gun shy. I don't know why. I don't know what I'm worried about here. All I have to do is bounce off this rail, probably come back to this rail. It's a pretty simple out from here. But you'll see my stroke hold up. Yep, I just kind of poked it. I didn't follow through with that stroke. I didn't put any authority into that stroke at all, and I just kind of wussed it in. The good part about this is the 7 ball is right in front of the pocket, so it can be made from anywhere on the table pretty much. And this is a thin cut, and we know we're coming down here, and we still should be okay. But that 5 ball is going to cause havoc here, and you're going to see why. So while I go very long and wind up on the rail here, I'd have much rather been like right here, right where my mouse is. So just draw back a little, get straight on the 8, stop it on the 8, and you have an easy shot on the 9. I made things a little bit too hard on myself, and it all goes back to that 5 ball. So this is evidence how one badly played shot turns into a train wreck that just gets worse and worse and worse. And if I was playing 10 ball here, I think I said this in the last video, I'd be in trouble again. So that was played well. So I'm trying to recover here. I'm trying to get, but I completely go stupid here. I came out. Nobody in their right mind would not want to be straight in here. And I do too, but we're not. So let's deal with that. And there's a number of ways you can play this 8 ball. And we're going to come back because the air conditioner just kicked on. We're going to cut it right here. We'll be right back just like that. Now, this is not the straight-in shot that I wanted. Obviously. I went about a foot too long, and I just wanted to get it right about here and just stop it on the 8 and have an easy out for straight-in shot on the 9. Well, not a straight. I just still had an angle, but it's still been an easy shot. Anytime, let's say we were shooting this down, we were putting top on it, and we're shooting it down to this rail, the cue ball down to this rail. After that cue ball, if you put center on this cue ball, no top, no bottom, no left, no right, just center cue ball. After it hits the 8, because it's hitting it on an angle, the cue ball has to be imparted English on it. It has to suddenly turn sideways. And in this case, because it's a right cut, the cue ball is picking up English, clockwise English. So, are you with me on that? This gets a little analytical, and I really didn't want to get really over analytical and scientific with this channel, but this is something that every pool player who's good and maybe even great and is trying to advance their game has to know. We're putting nothing but bottom on this ball. Okay, it's nothing but bottom English because it is a pretty difficult angle. So the 8 ball is going here, and my agenda is just to draw off this side rail to go straight across and bounce up for a simple shot on the 9 ball to win the game. But what I forget about as I'm shooting this shot is that 8 ball is going to part clockwise English on this cue ball as soon as it hits it because of the angle. Okay, so now you don't just have bottom on this ball. You suddenly have clockwise English on this ball. So the key here is to watch the angle after I make the 8 ball. Immediately after I make it. It's got bottom on it, and now it has clockwise English and bottom on it. Okay? And look at the direction it's headed. It went in this direction here. It didn't go straight across. It didn't go down here. It went up, back up table. And now it has clockwise English on it. And naturally, if you shot a cue ball from this pocket and put clockwise English on it, which is left-hand English, it's going to grab this rail and send it down table, right? And this is exactly what happens. Instead of hitting this rail and coming back for an easy shot on the 9, because it's heading in this direction, because I overdrew it, it's now going to go down table because it has clockwise English on it. You say grab that rail? That was the English. So here I am stuck, absolutely screwed on the 9 ball, and there's only one thing you can do here. Well, you can play safe here if you want. It's not much. I mean, you could shoot the 9 ball and try to get the center to this rail and try to get back here and leave your opponent a difficult shot. You'll never see me do that. I'll never play safe on the 9 ball. Right now, if you watch my lips and watch my eyes and watch my body demeanor, I'm pissed. I'm really, really pissed off at myself, and this is when I play really, really, really good. So I have to let that anger take over and shoot this shot. And the reason I'm not pissed at anybody, but myself. It's just, I mean, I know everything I'm trying to explain to you, and it's just like, how many times do I have to do this? Why do I have to keep making these mistakes? When am I ever going to learn this? And it gets me really, really, really pissed at myself. Not at the barmaid, not at the bartender, not at the opponent. And I know all of them have called me every name in the book, but it's really, truly nothing but anger at myself. Because I know this. I've been playing this game since I was a little kid. And I know that this is going to impart right hand, it's going to impart clockwise English. As soon as I shoot this ball, I'm suddenly going to have English on the ball that I didn't intend to do. But I know this, so I should shoot it a little bit lighter. I put too much draw on it, and it sent it this way. And that clockwise English took over and sent it that way. And that's what screwed me. Boom. It's going to get through my head. It's all going to come to me one day, and everything's going to be great. Thank you for tuning in. Thanks for your patience with me. The channel's really doing great. Thank you, everybody. I really do love you guys, and I want to see you win.